Joey, I know that tonight's got to be a night that you'll look back on and say it's a pretty special evening.
It was definitely really cool, coming here, and I think we've led most laps in this race quite a few times, and always fell a little short or something went wrong. It's cool to finally be in victory lane here. This is one of the coolest racetracks to win at. I think there's 3 or 4 that are extra special to win at, and this is one of them. So cool to be upstairs in victory lane. That was really neat. Throughout our day, I thought we were okay in practice, but I didn't think we were as good as what we were in the past here. And we really struggled with our Dollar General car a little bit. And Adam made some good changes, I guess, or some magic happened. I don't know what happened. So when the race started, drove completely different and drove a lot better, kind of like my cars have here in the past. So at that point, I thought we're going to be all right here. And had some different strategy, and that worked out good for us. I was a little nervous at first, but that worked out good. And I was able to pass cars with using lap traffic a lot. And then those late race cautions, you got to almost bank on them. And our car wasn't the greatest the first 15 laps. I thought we were okay, we can hang, but we weren't as fast as we were late in the run. Once everyone wore out their tires some, that's when our car was the fastest and was able to move through the field pretty quick. So had a lot of fun with it, had a lot of fun passing cars, and you don't get a stellar car all the time. I do a lot with Adam, though. So it's cool to get number 6, get on the second hand.
Well, Adam Stevens, certainly a big win tonight for your race team, and just talk about maybe some of the things that you did and improved upon as the day went on from practice and qualifying, and then now to the victory lane.
Yeah, people at home probably don't realize it's a long day here. We tech yesterday and practice early this morning and qualify and go right into the race. And I felt like the track conditions in practice were not representative of what we had seen the past couple races. And it seemed to really mess our car up more than it messed up a lot of other cars. But we've been pretty good here the last couple trips. So we have a big notebook of adjustments we've made and things we've done that have helped and hurt. So we just kind of use that to our advantage going into the race. And with Joey's feedback, he knows what he needs here on the concrete tracks, especially, probably more than any tracks we go to. And when we talked a little bit briefly after practice on his way over to the Cup car, and I felt like I got the information I needed out of him. And my engineer and shot guy and I went back through our notes and came up with a couple changes we thought would help, and turns out it did.
Okay, we'll take questions now. Go ahead, Mark.
Mark Carroll, PRN. Joey, we saw some contact between some cars here late in the race where the guy on the inside just looked like he ran out of patience and said, you know what, I'm just going to go up here and just take you out to get a little bit higher line in the corner and make the pass. I was watching you throughout the evening. It looked like you sort of edged the people up a little bit. You never made contact with them, but you kept moving them up a little bit more and a little bit more. Is that how you made these passes on the inside over the good cars?
Yeah, it's super, super, super hard to pass. I had a good enough car that I could run the top and the bottom pretty well. And I was pretty good in 1 and 2, so I was able to get underneath them there. But then I really couldn't do much in 3 and 4, and they'd beat me through that corner if I was on the bottom. So I just try to position myself to set up lap cars. I was looking far enough ahead to see where they were running, if they were on the top or the bottom, and then I would adjust my line to that, and hopefully put the guy in front of me in a bad spot that he had to let me go to get through the situation. So that was the only way I passed any car tonight. I didn't pass one other car without another car helping me.
Was that why you were so aggressive with Harvick right then, making sure you maintained the bottom and never gave him a chance to come down low, because you could see there was 2 cars up ahead that just could not get to the bottom either?
Yeah, I mean, he was faster than me in the first 15 laps of that run. And I was like, man, I was overdriving it, and I was beating my stuff up. I was like, calm down. And let him drive away a little bit, caught him a little bit in traffic, and then eventually I was faster than him. I was like, okay, now I got to set myself up for the right opportunity. And I seen the opportunity come with a couple lap cars, and they were running the top. So I started working the bottom and just trying to keep my nose in there so he couldn't get down. And that's how I made the pass.
Other questions? Go over here to Al to the right.
Yeah, Joey, Al Pierce from Auto Week. You've been awfully close here before. Is it that much more special to win here than, say, anywhere else because it's a tough track?
Yeah, I mean, it's Bristol. You know, I mean, this is one of the coolest tracks we go to. Like I said earlier, this is, you know, it's one of few that are very special. You know, as a kid, you always watch these races on TV. I always got excited, more excited about any other race to watch the Bristol night race. You know, I was all about it. And, you know, to be out there racing and being in victory lane here is really cool.
Anybody else for Joey or Adam? Jim Utter?
Jim Utter, Shaw Observer. You don't know what you're doing yet next season, right?
Right.
Okay, just check. But the reason I ask is that you have now spent more time in victory lane in your NASCAR career this year than any time previously. Can you just talk a little bit about what that's been like for you this season, both 6 times now on the nationwide side, but also on a win on the Cup side?
Yeah, I feel like on the nationwide side, Adam's done a great job. I feel like our communication is amazing. You know, I feel like we sit down, you know, Mondays or Tuesdays whenever I come in the shop, and we'll sit down, and he's got a bunch of questions for me, and we just run through them, and we're able to really dig down and find the little things and to help improve our cars for the next time we come back to our track, or help our cars improve in general. And that's pretty neat. You know, it's cool to you know, be able to do that, considering I'm, you know, running most of the nationwide races over there, you know, and help grow that program. That's pretty cool to be involved with that. So, you know, it's definitely a good time. Adam's doing a great job. Like I said, our communication's there. I feel like our cars are better than they were last year, and the results are there now. We're, you know, consistently a car to beat, really at any track. So that's exciting. And on the Cup side, we're getting closer and closer. You know, Jason's doing a good job over there. We got our win at Pocono. No secret, we need to win again to get in the chase. And I feel like I got a decent car. I felt like I had a car that can get the pole today if it didn't get rained out. So we're still starting 4th tomorrow. That's it's really good. You know, starting on the outside too, that's gonna be a plus. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens.